Hello guys, and welcome to this video to learn about temporary cementation using a material that does not require glass plate and cement spatula. Okay, and that's the amazing part. So this is the materials that will be required for you to do it. You need some floss, of course, and then the explorer or an instrument at least to remove the excess of the cement, and then the cement itself. Here we are using the Ultra Temp from Ultradent. Okay, there are two different speeds, the fast and then conventional, and here we are using the conventional, which takes longer to polymerize. For example, we could use for a fixed bridge. All right, now we are unboxing the cement, as you guys are seeing, and basically that's the material. We have the material and the tips. So now you open the syringe and now you adapt the tip. Okay, so you heard a click. And now with this click, you are going first to make sure that everything's fine. So you take a little bit of material and remove in your glove, for example, like this, just to make sure that everything's fine. And then you will apply throughout the surface of the crown like this, okay? So all up to the borders, and that's the best you can do because you want overflow of cement, okay? Just like our previous video. Now take a look at this. You should do constant pressure, okay? So now you are doing constant pressure with your finger. Many articles will say that 3 minutes of this pressure is required, but some articles use even up to 10 minutes because those are in vitro studies. Anyway, take a look at this. If you try to remove now, it's still not hard. So it's not good for you to try to remove the excess now, okay? You should wait a little bit longer. And then you have time for to cement the other crowns, or if it's a fixed bridge, for example, or a longer rehabilitation, you will have more time. Okay, so that's the advantage of the cement. No spatula, no glass plates required, and if you want to just take advantage of the time, you could check the occlusion. But of course, you should do this after removing the excess of cement. So now take a look at this. The excessive part of the cement is now being removed, okay? And then it's still not so hard, so you might find a little bit difficult. And there is a little bit of cement on the occlusal surface as well. This happens, you know, especially during our learning curve. It's okay, you'll be able to remove it. And even flossing for the interproximal contacts, all right? This is very important. You don't want gingival inflammation here during the installation of this crown, okay? So now, if you cannot remove completely using your explorer, then you can use a gauze, for example, some gauzes, and then you'll be able to remove even from the occlusal surface so much better, okay? And then of course it's good to keep the crown clean and everything clean, okay? So that's the best you can do. Now we are going to use then the gauzes, as I'm saying to you, even to, in the same procedure, you dry a little bit because there will be saliva and everything, so it's even better. But then of course we need to be careful to avoid cement below the gingival tissue, right? So underneath the gingival tissue. Okay, and that's basically the results that you are going to have. Don't forget to also do the occlusal adjustment, okay? If you guys don't remember how to do the occlusal adjustment, go back to our videos of principles of occlusion, teaching you guys how to apply the principles of occlusion during the occlusal adjustment, okay? So that's very, very important. Take a look at this. You want bilateral contacts on both sides. You want axial loading. If possible, you want tripodized contacts. So again, review this video of principles of occlusion because sometimes the crown breaks or the crown fall and then you don't know why, and basically the problem is occlusion, okay? So that's why we should be very careful about this. So I hope you guys liked, and see you guys on the next videos.